pussy. Ma-burster ba niya pag-ayos si Mirana, the white pussy. No? Puti nga i-ring. So, okay na puti nga i-ring, it's a good i-ring. So, item check ta. So, natin, diffuse sound blade na rin sa ato si Orsa. So, dili na mo ilang kahit nga sa atong team secret. Unless, si Papi ang mukait niya.
Execration to get into the triangle from 2 angles. And if you can successfully slow it down and maybe, like, all it's going to take in this game is to get a couple BKBs and one good team fight, right? One thing that the Radiant does not deal with very well is BKBs. It makes Mars very weak, it makes Kunkka relatively weak, it makes Nirvana weak. AA, you only have Ice Blast. So, I'm not going to say that a Sven with BKB is invincible here, right? But it at least simplifies an extent where if the Ursa is accounted for, I don't think he will die.
Patayin. Patayin, Roller.
Sila maka-steer ba? Awa ako, eh, man.
Ha?
Pas sila kay Arena, maka-steer ba? Awa.
Hindi na pa-steer.
Kung orang masak apa, 1 second.
Di, ini Karina nila kay kung asa sila gatubang ganit sila spare, no? Yun na mag...
So they seem to be drafting a little bit around.
Ay, may dagger lagi magatubang dan sa
Give them the potential to come in. And I think that's a really strong way of playing. Start, and then he's free to move. Oh, Puppy could be in trouble here. That's a good enrage.
Exe Secret, eh?
Oh boy.
See Yoey X back to base here.
Oh yeah, Puppy didn't have his stun ready. He used it to farm, so.
He got a couple creeps. I'm sure it was worth it. I mean, see, when I look at this net worth distribution for Secret, and Yapster is literally last in the game, that's never a good sign for Secret.
That is usually trouble.
All right, we're going to see Moonlight Shadow. Nico with the Mars ult again. Looks like he doesn't really want to go for Yapster. He's like, I guess. Sunstrike is there, but the damage to Mars. Here's the counter initiation. Mars ult finally comes out into the throne. 80 blasts to follow, so they finally do get the lowest network hero in the game. It takes quite a bit of effort, though. It's Ursa, disarmed for the time being. There's the spear, and Puppy's going to die again. That's 2 back-to-back deaths. And here's the torrent. Looks like the fine side. Poppy all that just immediately gets disintegrated by the bear who does not slap Cinderin. How dare you? Yep, Sunstrike not quite enough. And I mean, Secret get literally nothing out of that. And now the Sven ult on cooldown.
I don't know how you re-access the map right now. I really don't. Like, I can tell you from playing games in this position, if you're a lineup that needs to wait for a specific item, and the key to getting that item is having access to your triangle, but you're playing into a team that has twice as good catch as you and better team fight and are an item up, you're kind of in desperation mode right now. It's not like coming back from 8K is impossible, but I'm trying to, like, you know, behind you. Everybody knows, okay, how do we find you that
I mean, he has to do stuff like this, so that's the thing. It's not like he's like, once you're down, you have to try to make space where you can. I mean, you got to give Execration credit. They're just shutting this down hardcore.
Running him over. Like, I can't really put a finger on what they've done. I think the only real mistake I've seen in this game was Kunkka's death mid. Like, everything else has been super clean. The way they drafted to their lanes, the way they played said lanes, the timing that they got Roche, when they invaded, they stole stacks early. Like, this has been top tier stuff from them. This is Execration's best game so far. I think they're looking really hot today. But you got to wonder for Secret as well. Like, I picked Secret to win this series coming into today because I was like, okay, they're going to have learned their lessons from yesterday, but they might have overcompensated a little bit in some areas. Like, to me, this looks like a very untraditional Secret draft, right? In the sense that usually Secret will ensure their lanes and then build a farming lead, but they just have the weaker lanes all around. And Execration are just taking everything they're given all the time.
Yeah, taking full advantage for sure. And this is just going to snowball from here. The tier 2 tower looks like Secret might want to defend here. Nisha, a couple levels behind his counterpart Tonka mid. Fortification's already popping. Keep in mind that Roshan is coming back shortly, so that's a big contesting point. Obviously, Execration can take it way faster. And in terms of, Secret has some good counter initiation. If you get a good back wall, that's the beauty of Dark Sphere. The stronger your opponent gets, the stronger your ult becomes. Yeah. But it is difficult to kind of combo with the heroes that they have. It's not like they have the Exor, like Meteor, into all that wombo combo potential.
And I think it's also worth keeping in mind when it comes to wall. Something that's often overlooked is the enemy team's ability to kill the illusions, right? And they have a lot of AoE damage.
All right, Tank shot. Matu's going to pop the ult. Sunstrike to follow. Eric going to connect onto Yapzor for now. Nico actually gets forced out to safety, so he's perfectly fine. Matu pops a newly picked up BKB, and that's it. That is the fight from Secret. That is truly bad. Now Execration just needs to wait out this BKB and or the Sven ult. There's a double damage though, so poses a little bit of a threat, I suppose. But yeah, this is all about Roshan. Another minute and a half to go, so kind of a later spawn. But Execration is still looking like they're in the driver's seat right now.
For sure.
What, do you know anything about being in the driver's seat? Do you drive?
No, I don't.
Do you have a license?
No, I don't.
Like, if I gave you the keys to my car, would you be able to drive?
No, but I know what it's like being in the passenger seat, and that's where Secret is. So I can relate.
I'm pretty sure they're in the back seat right now. They're
in the trunk.
They're in the toddler little thing.
Yeah, it's not looking good. And what I was trying to get at before is if you're in this position, you try to make a plan for how to access a fight, right? Like, okay, we're going to jump this guy, we're going to cast our spells this way. This is the key hero that we need to shut down. I'm looking at Secret strategy, and I can't really come up with a very good attack plan right now to entering a fight, right? Like, who do you go on with who so that it's successful? When you're playing into boat, you're playing into the BKB, you're playing into an Ursa that's just killing. You have to be able.
What do you think about like Secret's lineup? It's easier, this is hindsight 2020 stuff, but like their initiation relies on Yapzor, who is the least farmed